I'm not with Hasson Reddick's the easy one. So like I'm not surprised by it. So like I don't think he's upset that he's on the Jets or anything like that. He's talked highly of us afterwards and everything, but he's already changed his profile pictures on his social medias with him in a Jets jersey. So I feel like he's embracing it. I just think I'm not surprised because you traded for a guy who was a top rusher in the league, and he's in a contract year. He wants a new deal. He wants security. So that I'm not surprised about that. Joe Douglas needs to get that done. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. There's nothing else to say. You traded for a guy that's due for a contract. He's at the top of his game. He wants to get paid. You got to make that happen. With Aaron Rodgers, I think all of this has been blown out of proportion because of the way Saleh delivered the news. Saleh said he communicated to us that he has something going on that's very important to him. He's not going to be here. It's inexcusable. It's a fine. He's not here. That just created such a huge storm in the media. All he had to say was, because this is what happened, it was a predetermined trip that was planned with him during his rehab that was already made aware to us. He's been very good with his communication. So we are aware that he's not going to be here, but he is good. He will be back. He's not going to miss everything. This isn't anything serious. Yes, there is a penalty for it, but like we are aware of what he is and where he is, and he will be here. That's all he had to say. And Saleh, the way he says things, it just makes it seem like there's no discipline and there's no structure within the organization. I think he's a fantastic human being. I think he's well liked and respected. I think he's a fantastic, knowledgeable guy, defensive coordinator, the whole nine. I don't think he understands. I don't know if he always has the capabilities of being an actual head coach right now, because just the things that he says and presents, it just doesn't seem like he has control of the locker room or the guys. So I think his delivery is what has made this in a big whirlwind of things. But like they said, if this was a predetermined trip made by Aaron Rodgers when he was in rehab, so be it. He's going to take the fine. He'll be okay. He's making a lot of money this year. I think it's just if Saleh delivered this in a much different way, and like Kevin was saying in the Korner Booth chat on Instagram, all he had to say was that this was predetermined. We know where he is. He's communicated to us. We're good. And it wouldn't have been anything serious.
On Reddick, I think that one's quicker. It kind of makes the same thing. I think he's looking for money. Let's not also forget that the Cardinals tried to play him at middle linebacker for the first 3 years of his career. So he's had some makeup work to do, so he's got to get paid for that pass rusher money he's done the last 4 years. So just pointing out the ineptitude of that era of Cardinals trying to put a speed rusher at middle linebacker, but I digress. There's ineptitude. Aaron Rodgers thing, it's honestly, I don't really, with all due respect to the Jets fan right below me, I don't really care at this point. If he's going to be there, he's not. He's been around. He's 40. I don't think it matters that much. Someone else needs to speak for Robert Saleh. He needs to let an assistant coach or someone else take the microphone. Every time he talks about Aaron Rodgers, it always comes out worse. It's going back to last year, the year before that, talking about that when his health. It sounds like someone else just needs to talk. Robert Saleh just with a microphone in his hand is his biggest shortcoming. Or microphone.
If Dan Campbell is Superman, Robert Saleh is Bizarro. Dan Campbell comes off as this like folksome, wholesome kind of meathead, but yet somehow gets it when he's talking to the press. Robert Saleh is the same category, but just cannot say anything right.
He's too honest.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, he's just too honest.
Kind of executive. If you are an NFL head coach, you have to have a little executive in you when you're talking to the press. Some people are just like Belichick, who just say, I don't want to be an executive, but I'm not going to talk at all. Then do that. Or you can be Nick Sirianni and leave little breadcrumbs like, we got to water the plants, create flowers, and, I can't remember that speech. I was so mad when he made that. But, hey, you know what? Got us to a Super Bowl, so.
Just let Nat Hackett do the press conferences at this point. It'll at least be funny.
We're going to give Denver Broncos fans PTSD.
They have Sean Payton. They have SD right now. They got plenty. They don't need post. They got traumatic disorder right now.
Yeah.